Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Um, this question that always been asked, no matter how many times I try to answer this question, it's always the same question that I need to answer, and I'm regarding, you know, OLED versus QLED. Now, please keep in mind it is really difficult for the human eye to see through camera and to see the difference between these two panels. Okay, even though I'm showing the same footage with pretty much identical calibrating picture settings that I have implemented. Okay, I use my eyes, I don't use the equipment. Everybody knows that. Some people have a problem with that. I don't care, that's their deal. I choose to use my own eyes to calibrate the picture settings. So let's talk about this really quick. If you're watching this video, you really gonna have a difficult time telling a difference between these two. It's really gonna be difficult for you to tell a difference, okay? And for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is, first of all, the camera cannot depict that. But even if you were sitting here, I lit up my room. It's just I toned down the exposure a little bit on the lens. But it's really difficult to tell that difference unless you are looking at it from an angle. Okay. Right now I'm looking at the QLED from a center, and I'm looking at the OLED from a angle. Okay. If you are to look at, for example, the QLED from an angle, which I'm going to do right now, and then I'll switch to OLED to look at OLED from an angle, you're going to clearly see that there's light, that there's a light that's emitting from behind the panel, from behind the LCD, liquid crystal displays. And those LED diodes, the light has to shine through somewhere. I don't care how many local dimming zones you put, the light has to shine. Now I'm going to show you that. And remember, the one thing that you're never going to have with QLED or any LCD panel is the viewing angle. You're not going to have the viewing angle, that perfect viewing angle. You're not going to have it like the OLED. So let's start, for example, with QLED. Let me move my camera. Okay, so this is QLED from an angle. OLED from an angle. Now, it's going to be difficult for you to see this through camera. It's going to be very difficult for you to see that through camera, because the human eye cannot depict that through video. You have to see this in person, okay, to know exactly what I'm talking about. And you also have to turn the lights off to truly see that. When you have all the lights turned on, it's going to be difficult for you to see that light. But maybe if I come here, maybe if I come over here, you see that? You see how you're losing that beautiful quality, because the light, it's emitting from behind, and you're getting a little bit of a dimmed picture here. That's not going to be the case here. That's not going to be the case here with the OLED. You're not going to have that issue. It's going to be the same no matter which angle you're looking at it from. It's always going to be the same. Okay? But let's talk about this, because I know everyone will have their different of opinion regarding these two panels. Here's the deal. Since I have both of these panels and others as well, there's something that OLED cannot do that the QLED can do. QLED can give you a more brighter picture, and some people love that brighter picture. Some people love it, and I love it too, due to the HDR. If you want to truly appreciate the HDR, I always tell people your best bet would be to get yourself a really good QLED Q9, the latest Q9 2019 models. that go up to 2000 nits peak of brightness, or you can get yourself a Vizio Quantum P series, okay? Because that's something that HDR really thrive for. However, the OLED, granted, it's not the brightest TV, so if you're looking for that peak brightness, you're not going to get it. However, what the OLED does bring, it's a really good natural picture quality. So what I'm trying to say here is a couple of things. Guys, both of these televisions are great. Both of these televisions are great in its own respect. But they're both different. And I don't understand why it's so difficult for some people to understand this. I feel like I'm talking like in a alien language and no one seems to understand. Everybody's trying to dissect and cipher my language to understand what I'm saying. They're both great televisions. There's nothing wrong with the QLED. If you purchase a QLED this holiday season for a really good price, congratulations. Welcome to the 4K HDR club. Okay? Welcome to the 4K HDR club. However, you have to remember that there's some stuff that's going to be missing on that QLED. You're not going to have Dolby Vision. You're not going to have Technicolor, HDR. You know, there's some stuff that's going to be missing. Dolby Vision is the one kicker that I really appreciate. And the one thing that sucks about the Samsung television today is the fact that they don't have Dolby Vision, which is beyond me as to why they don't have Dolby Vision. With 2000 nits peak of brightness, Dolby Vision would be perfect candidate. So I don't understand where's Samsung coming with that. HDR Plus is pretty much dead, guys. HDR Plus is just dead. It didn't even stand a chance against Dolby Vision. So Dolby Vision is kicking ass and it's moving forward, and that's a good thing. Here's the deal. Since you know that I have both of these televisions, so you know that I'm not fanboying OLED versus the QLED or 900E versus TCLR 617. Both of these televisions are equally great, but they're also equally different. They both have their positives and negatives. It is you, the consumer, who has to do their research. You can watch my videos. God knows I got 4,000 plus videos. I could take a 12 months break, go away somewhere for a year, and still I have videos for you guys to watch out there. That's how many videos I have. They're out there. Just search, type in my name with some of these models and you're going to see it. Or you can watch others and you can go to Artings or whoever. Do your research. Don't rush to buy a TV just because someone else has it. Don't try to compete with other people. Think about your pockets. Think about your financial situation. You can't compare yourself to somebody else who's got shitload of money and you don't. You got to look at yourself. You got to be realistic when you're buying televisions. What can I afford? What's feasible for me to afford? Okay? And I see a lot of this happening. I see a lot of people trying to compete with someone to whom they can't compete. You can't compete with somebody who's making $250,000 a year or more. For him, it's nothing. Buying a television that's $3,000, $4,000, whatever. It's like nothing, okay? He's making money. More than you will ever make in 5 years, depending on which financial situations. What I'm trying to say is this. Do your research. Do your research. And I'm being honest here. I'm not sponsored. I don't care what you have in your house, what you buy. That's you. I'm just trying to honestly give you a helpful tip so you don't end up, with some financial problems buying a TV and you regretted buying it or whatever. Buy a TV that's good for you. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care what panel it is. If it's good for you, that's all that matters. I'm not advocating for OLED. I'm not advocating for QLED. I'm not advocating for mini LEDs. I'm not advocating for micro LEDs. I'm not advocating for 3D TV. I'm not advocating for anything. I'm just simply here telling you that for yourself, do your research. I mean, for God's sakes, you have a cell phone, you have a YouTube, you have a Google Chrome. Do your research before Thanksgiving, before Black Friday. Do your research before you go out there, before you buy a TV. And once you do that research, ask yourself, what is good for me? No one can answer that for you, what's good for you. You have to decide for yourself, hey, I like this TV. I'm going to go with this one. I'll take this home, or I'll take that home. I like that. You're the one who has to answer that. I cannot answer it for you. Okay? As far as the picture settings, guys, I have tons of videos on OLED and on QLED. Those videos are out there. All you have to do is search my name with those televisions. I have picture settings for TCL, R617, P605. I have settings for B6, C6, C7, E8, Q8, KS 8000, Sony X900E. The list goes down the freaking road. I got all of those videos. They're out there for you. And I made those videos so that you guys can go ahead and look at those videos and try those settings. Instead of asking me these questions, what settings would you recommend for this? What settings would you recommend for that? Look up my name, search for my name with that brand television, and you'll find it. Okay? Just remember, I only can give my picture settings, recommended picture settings, on the televisions that I own. The televisions that I don't own, obviously I cannot. Okay? I cannot blindly tell you what settings you should use. I would have to be there with my own two eyes in your house to look at your TV, to look at your settings, to see what you got, see what type of a TV you have, what it's made of, and what it can do. And then I can give you the recommendations. Okay, this is what I would do for movies, this is what I would do for games, and this is what I would do for everyday watching, cable, and sports. But in order for me to do that, I would have to be in your house to look at your TV, to look at your panel. Okay? I hope you guys can understand that. Now, if you have one of those TVs that I have, well, guess what? There's plenty of videos for movies mode, for game mode, for cable, for sports. They're all out there. Try them, use them, try them out. I have so many subscribers in the past who have used those settings and it helped them out, and they liked it. It's not something you have to pay for. It's free. Try it. If you don't like it, don't use it, man. I always tell people, if you don't like my settings, you don't have to use them. Use whatever you feel is good for you, But those settings are out there for you to try out. There's a reason why I have so many videos, 4,000 plus videos. You can't miss those videos. They're out there. Okay? So, there you have it. And I don't know what else I can say about, this, like, how many times did I make this video? QLED versus OLED. This ongoing, circle jerk between these two panels. They're both equally great. How about I end this video on this note? They're both equally great, but they're both equally different. It is you that's going to have to make that choice. What do you prefer? Okay? No one can tell you what you should prefer. Only you can tell what you should prefer. Okay? And if somebody's telling you should go with that instead of that, well, that person, it's a fanboy. That person is just writing that fanboy cocktail for OLED or a fanboy cocktail for LCD QLED. All right, and then you're listening to the wrong person. That person is not being sincere. That person is justifying his purchase and wants you to purchase the same thing so you can join the same fanboy club. That's the truth. This is going to rub some people the wrong way, but that's the truth. The truth is there because it is uncomfortable and it's going to rub you the wrong way, and it should rub you the wrong way because you know it's a truth. I'm just all about honesty and truth, man. I'm not about bullshitting people. If I wanted to bullshit people, I could do that really fucking well. I can win all of the Emmy, fucking Oscars, Academy Awards. I could be the biggest fucking star in the world if I wanted to bullshit fucking people. I know how to act, and I know what to say and how to say it. I know how to entertain if I wanted to bullshit. But above all, I know how to bullshit if I really wanted to bullshit people. But that's not why I'm doing this. If I was all about the bullshit, I would have sponsors all over the goddamn place. This is all bought by me. Everything. Worked hard for it. No one gave me a fucking dime. No one helped me out. No one carried my ass. Everything I did it on my own. I'm very fucking proud of that. Super fucking proud of that. And I'll just end that on that. Have a good one, though. Take care.